But hey, guys, now we're on to talking like we did last week.
Last week was a very interesting transition, though.
Yes. But now that I've remembered we had a full face cam thing, you know,
You do have a good preview. Sorry,
that's coffee.
I was gonna say chocolate milk, but I think you tolerate, don't you? You lack the tolerate,
I like what?
tolerate, lactose intolerate.
I don't get the joke you're trying to make. I get the word pun, I just don't get.
I just like saying it. Do you lactose and tolerate?
I get it. I get it. I get it. It took
I'm
a
sorry.
it took a minute.
I say it to everyone. I can't remember when I started saying it, but I know I've said it for a long time. But no, I
Dude,
doesn't just about everyone have a dairy deficiency?
holy
Yeah,
crap.
the chat is struggling to
Even
load
the
in.
chat is struggling to load.
You think that's an oversaturation of everybody moving to our area? You think that our internet connection is struggling because of the fluctuation of everyone to the state and this region?
Yeah, man. But yeah, if you are watching this on
I'm dancing.
on YouTube, if you are watching this on YouTube, you may not be hearing music because I
Oh,
think
that's
I
right.
have it set in a way where live you'll hear the music, but you won't hear it when
So they're just
it's
gonna
on
see me
YouTube.
wiggling.
It's just gonna be
They're like, that man's
us
fidgety.
talking. I think.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, he's so fidgety, he can't sit still.
But yeah, closed Brawlhalla. We finished the gaming session. Now it's a
Connectivity was just crazy today.
talking session.
I have a question for you. Have you heard of the new Bad Boys? And do you have interest in it at all?
Wait, what Bad Boys?
Bad Boys movie? Did you ever watch any of the other ones?
The second one, or
The first and I feel
I
like we did as
I
kids.
I don't remember which one I watched because
I mean, I would give it some Asian, but they're both about the
like
same.
I mean you could say the same about the Rush Hour movies because
That's true.
the only difference was that the second one was happening
In
first in Asia and then
yeah,
they went to LA
okay, yeah.
versus the other one where
So that's a good way to differentiate it. I don't know how to differentiate Bad Boys because aren't they in the same location in both movies?
me I don't know. I just remember when I saw it on TV back when I had cable. Uh, they're making a third one. That's what you meant by Bad
Yeah,
Boys.
yeah. They had no. It's already out. It's in theaters
I
apparently.
I thought you were talking about like just talking about the old movies. That's why I was like,
No, well, like I was in general like consensus, but also I was curious if you had heard anything about the new one.
um, no.
Well, I
This
guess
is
that's how recent it
literally
is.
this is.
I mean, Ebon has heard.
I mean, I saw posters, but then there was no three, so I was just thinking it was promotional. Maybe they,
Trying to get people back on it or something.
yeah. I didn't know
Like a
it was the.
throwback.
I didn't know it was the actual movie.
Yeah, so there's a third one apparently.
The one I'm keeping my eye on is Deadpool and Wolverine.
They made three Deadpools.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Two.
they made two. This one would be Deadpool 3.
Is there a release date for it?
July
That's
20
okay.
something or July 17th.
So you're just looking for some
Yeah.
like preview, some spoiler. Well, not spoilers, but some like, hey, this might be what it's about. Because I know in the first one and the second one,
The whole story for that, and
isn't it like
yes,
super cheap?
yes, he did call me out and being looking for spoilers and all that stuff. You did call me out.
I'm just questioning.
You
You
did.
like to look for stuff you like. I get it.
Yeah, I know, and I'm not that type of person that
Doesn't bother you.
it really doesn't bother me that I'm
No.
spoiled or not. It's just so from what I know, spoilers for those of you who don't like this talk.
Making your bottle opener dance.
It's chaotic. It's trying to pull in make Deadpool into the whole Marvel movies thing.
Really?
Yeah. So
The third one is, or like
yes,
that's what
the
they
one with Wolverine. Yes, and apparently this Wolverine is not the Wolverine that we saw in the Fox movies. It's a variation. You remember Kamen Rider Decade? And I
Yes.
told you like he visits alternate realities.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it like an alternate universe
So
kind of thing?
yes, it's an
Okay.
alternate Wolverine.
Okay.
Apparently, this one fucked up bad, and that's why he's an alternate.
Wolverine?
Yeah, I guess.
Is he like bad like Deadpool?
No, like
his personality's not the same?
effed up bad, as in looks like he lost everyone. Kind of effed up bad.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Because there was a preview where Deadpool's coming up at him at a bar, and then Wolverine's about to attack, but then the claws come out like really slowly and all difficultly coming out.
Yeah.
And then Deadpool, of course, makes a joke. Happens to everyone. Or something like that.
So that is what you've seen so far? That's pretty funny, though.
Yeah, that's what I've seen so far. I mean, I've...
Did they do a whole, like, snippet at the end of the second movie?
There's, like... Yeah, at the end of the second one, he was just going through, like, various time and worlds. He shoots his Wolverine Origins Deadpool.
Okay.
He portrayed that one too with the sewn mouth Deadpool.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think you've seen Wolverine Origins, but he went to that one. He went to a world where he was reading the Green Lantern script and shot himself before he could make Green Lantern.
Dang.
And I think a dark joke was visiting Baby Adolf. I'm not going further with that, but that was their dark joke. I think that was in the movie.
Oh,
correct me if I'm
funny,
wrong.
though. That's funny. I find that humorous. That I think it's interesting when they do that, because I remember no one had done that with the Marvel movies. Like up until Marvel, there weren't a lot of movies that did like the ending, like showing you a snippet of what's to come, that there is more.
Yeah.
Because before it was always left open to where you don't know if they're gonna do a second one or a third. You never knew if there's a continuation, but Marvel started doing like the stories where they kind of integrated them in a timeline chronologically.
Yeah. And then once 2012 hit with Avengers, then every movie since 2013 was trying to make its own universe.
Yeah.
But then they should have focused on, if you're gonna copy something, copy it almost exactly. Where it's like, make a good movie, make another good movie, and then connect them.
Yeah.
Not lay in, oh, this hints to this hints to this.
Yeah, they essentially, I want to say they web it, but it's not, because it is very in fashion. But I remember before, I didn't watch, I guess, any of the Marvel movies in chronological order. I watched them all just however I wanted to.
Yeah.
So there would be times where like something was said, and I remember like if I went to a movie for it, if someone said something or laughed about it, I wouldn't really be in on the joke, because I wouldn't know what the reference was from, because they're joking from a reference from another movie that I hadn't watched yet. So it was captivating, but at the same time, you said that it became too much. I remember there was a point where I stopped watching Marvel movies.
Oh yeah, I pretty much just I only watched them when there's nothing else to watch, to finally catch up with the story or whatever. But now I'm not interested in the story. It's like I'm okay with them doing the whole Thanos thing, finishing that up. I'm good.
I thought they already finished that.
No, yeah, they did.
Oh,
it's just they're into chapter 2. Chapter 2 is like for the kids now. They're gonna be the ones who experience the next 10 movies. We did our time.
We done.
2018 to 2014. We done. Almost 10 years of movies.
That's true. A decade of straight one style like movies.
It is over a decade of movies.
Yeah.
2008 to 2019 was when Endgame finished.
I haven't even seen the last Endgame, bro. That's where I literally stopped on part 1 of Endgame.
So did you watch part 1?
Yeah, I watched part one. I didn't watch the last one though.
Yeah, you
That's
got
something I have to watch,
you,
but
you
like we
got
talked
Disney
about.
Plus, so whenever there's nothing going
You know what's
on,
weird? Okay, I have a question because I feel like you know this more than anyone, and anybody else in chat, if you're like savvy with like knowledge on, I guess like TV brands and them like how they reach out to you. How did Disney buy out Hulu or Hulu buy out Disney or it them together now? How did that happen?
I actually didn't keep up with that, so
No, I've only seen it because
I
they
do not.
say on my Roku it's like Disney and Hulu. I'm like, why
I
you're
mean,
advertising me to me
they've
that both?
always tried to bundle both as plans. But are
Now,
you
what if I
talking?
have both but not
Wait,
bundled?
wait, wait. Are you talking about like them merging?
I don't know. The fact that I even seen something with them together, like almost like you will have access to Disney if you have Hulu, or you'll have access to Hulu if you have Disney. What would you call that? That's essentially a level of merging, is it not?
I think so.
Because you need only one password and one account information to get into both.
I just I got tired of so many freaking streaming services.
Bro, there's so many. What is there? There's Tubi. There's the one for animes.
That's
Crunchyroll.
why I hypothetically use my own resources.
Hey, the wise choice.
That
Being a resourceful man.
Yeah, I use my own hypothetical resources.
I listen. I don't blame you because they're all like, if you get all of them, they add up.
They're effective. I have shown you.
Yeah,
I have shown you. It's rather effective.
listen, it's wild that you know how to do that.
No, here's the thing. In terms of computer stuff, you you when you come out into the world, as in you just got your Windows, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
You have your basic Windows Defender. That comes with Windows. It's good 8 out of 10 times as long as you're not actively looking for something or downloading something. If you're gonna do what some people hypothetically do, that's when you start getting into paying for the protection, paying for the VPN.
Yeah. Oh, got
Yeah.
you. Okay, I see.
Now it's all hypothetical, guys.
Yeah.
It's all hypothetical. That's why, like, for most people who are just opening up YouTube, checking email, they aren't searching anything on Google, literally just using it for entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
I just recommend Common Sense first and Windows Defender, because Common Sense is your first defense.
Yeah, you gotta know what is worth trying and what is not a risk factor.
Yeah, don't believe the free ...
No, it's
stuff.
It's the whole factor. It's like
or trying to look for old crack games or crack software.
Well, we talk about common sense, right?
Yeah.
It's like the dynamic of if you or me walked outside, we would know not to walk right into that street.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the transition to that to what we're referring to is a little different because you got to know what to look for, but proceed with caution. Oh, like be cautious. Be cautious. Be adventurous, but be cautious. You wouldn't walk in front of a bus. I hope.
I mean, you've seen me run across the street a couple times.
I've seen you play Frogger, yes. Real life Frogger. That's what I've watched. I've witnessed GP play real life Frogger.
Oh, that freaking...
Minus the hopping.
That freaking year where we walked...
Bro, you would give me... I thought I was going to have a heart attack because of you.
Yeah, we walked to our friend's place, and then I got a call from my mom saying that my dad came home early because it was Thanksgiving week. And we had just walked from my place. Tried to leg it to McDonald's because that's the lie we had to follow.
Yeah.
Because that's the lie my mom covered for us.
You really did. You ran across a busy part of South Florida too at that.
Yeah.
I mean, At
I
least we
mean,
were right there.
it wasn't as busy as it is now.
No, it wasn't actually. It was still pretty busy, but nowhere near like this moment.
Yeah.
This moment in time, things are very dense where we're at. And they're becoming denser by the day, and we don't even know when the density will, level out. Finally, just stop becoming so dense. It'd be nice if people stop moving here. Because it is, like, this city is starting to congest so much. You know, they changed the light system on Hollingsworth?
You know what would help with congestion? Water. But then you know what the equivalent of real life water at that level is? Raising sea levels.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bye bye boot.
Yeah, we gotta flood them out, but then we'd have to flood ourselves too.
Yeah, would we stick it out? Probably.
I mean,
you know how many people have hurricane season and
have
stuff?
what?
Have just like they tough it out, like in storm season here.
Oh yeah, that's a normal Florida thing. Yes, guys, Waffle Index is freaking real here. If someone says Waffle House closed, and we're not talking about like the new policy Waffle Houses, we're talking about the real locations that locals go to.
If they're closed, you know it's a big deal.
Yeah, because I don't think a lot of good Waffle Houses here listen to new store policies, because who's really gonna come down to freaking Florida during a hurricane just to enforce a thing to say close?
No, and what is it? The thing is for them, it's kind of like the whole short staff and like situation where they only have limited people and they're open 24/7. Like, you know how rough it is to be open 24/7? I worked for one facility that was like that. It was chaotic. Like, chaotic. Transition of shift, like, literally the people could not leave until someone got there and was like, alright, you can go. Like, you had to be tapped on the back, and the whole time you're sitting there waiting 12 hours through the shift, you're like, can this please hurry up? This is so boring.
You're thinking about that one fucking coworker, and you're like,
I wasn't at the
time. This asshole better not be on the toilet, or better not be sleeping.
There were plenty of times where like, yo, it is literally 10 minutes past the time. Where's my relief? Like, you would yell to the manager, like, yo, where's so and so? I don't know, but
where's my relief? That's at home.
You didn't come here for that.
You get your relief at home next to your partner.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. No, I don't miss that. But yeah, apparently Bad Boys 3, I've only seen, it's not even like been a clip. It's like a clip of a particular actor in like a certain piece of equipment where they can like shove the camera, and that's it.
I think I saw that on maybe like YouTube short or something.
You probably did. So I'm kind of curious, but I don't know. There's a movie I'm thinking about taking my wife to, and what is that one? Inside Out 2? It's the one where the things have the colors for emotions. Anger, disgust, happy, sad.
It's so weird that all these like all these movies that are coming out, they're like, I just don't feel or relate to them anymore. I think the last time that I
haven't wanted to go to the movie in forever.
I think the last time that well, there is one that we probably need to check out just because we saw the second one. Quiet Place Day 1.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, but I mean,
that's
with it.
Day 1.
I'm with it.
It's gonna end up being so loud because that's Day 1 where people don't know how to be quiet. Yep. So there's gonna be like, it's gonna be so much like
jump scares, quick camera transitions. You notice that's what they've started doing: quick camera transition in mid jump scare plus sound magnification or amplification.
I hate that so much. When was the good days where things were a long take?
Well, it's okay
or
to do
limited, like jump takes and
No,
whatnot.
this is my. So, I am a horror movie fanatic. I have
Specify
watched
that. Specify that.
horror movie fanatic, like genre movie horror. Horror.
This is not South Park. He's not a fan of
Horror.
Backdoor
No,
9. I can't
Horror.
say the whole thing. But if you know the episode, then
there's no Lemmy Winks here. Different reference. What is that? Which one was that? Not Lemmy Winks.
Lemmy Winks was Camp Tolerance.
Is that the one who went into the journey of the tunnels?
Yeah.
Okay. But so back to what I was saying. I've watched almost any and all types of horror movies and TV shows. Now, I guess there, to an extent, depending on how gruesome, I have a limit of like my genre. But in the general consensus that me and GP are talking about here, they have like ruined movies by capturing like the big jump scenes, and they play them over and over again. So when you get to the movie and you're watching it, you already know what to expect.
Yeah.
Like, and you're already anticipating it. So I think they need to go back to where they show you like the build up to the jump scare, where your imagination's like, crap, what's going to happen? Because that was the captivating element for horror movies, was you didn't know when there was a jump scare. You knew like, oh crap, that's eerie, or oh sheesh, that's very tense. But they didn't give away the jump scare immediately. That started developing when we became like young adults. That's when they like started removing it.
2013. I think after around 2013 was when trailers started being like really spoiler filled.
And I have watched a great deal of them. Like, I couldn't tell you, because I kind of grew up on horror movies also, which is crazy to say, but I was in a household with very young adults, so I watched stuff like Chucky, Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elmer Street.
Elmer?
Nightmare on Elmer Street. Elmer Fudd.
Elmer. You rascally wabbit, I'll get you in my dreams. Or in your dreams.
Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't know why I put on it. I must be thinking of the Elmer cookies.
Keebler elves, not Elmer cookies.
Why am I calling everything Elmer now?
At least you didn't say Elmo.
No Elmo's here. But
Elmer Street, nice one.
Yes. I guess we would call those classics now, wouldn't we?
If it's Elmer Street, what is Fuddruckers?
I don't know, but I don't want to know.
That's I think that's actually a restaurant chain.
I think you're right, but I've never seen or heard of them.
Fuddruckers on Elmer Street.
That is a genius name.
Hold on.
Oh my goodness. So I have not. Is it? Where is it at? He's got the world's greatest meat patties, apparently. Where is it? It is in our state, is it not?
There is a Fuddruckers.
That's hilarious. By joking, we have found it. Oh my goodness, they opened 45 years ago. And they have 60 locations.
Oh, they sold it to Perkins.
Really?
Yeah, sale to affiliate of Nicholas. Oh, someone affiliated. Yeah, it's off of Wikipedia.
It could be, yeah.
So, yeah. Someone needs to capitalize and put a Fuddruckers on Elmer Street.
Elmer Fudd. That would be great. Elmer Fudd. GP says maybe I should.
No, adults would be doing the... You already know that, though.
Oh. So, yeah, I grew up off those movies. And then, like, the evolution of the horror movie changed. What year would you say it was? From that to, like, this like the high-end graphics, the capitalizing of capturing like the jump scenes. What year do you think that changed greatly for us?
I kind of stopped. Whoa, that's kind of loud.
How old were we, do you think?
Okay, I changed it so now this side picks me. It's like an interview mode. It's essentially an interview mode.
All right.
Because I noticed when I would talk,
it wouldn't pick you up.
It wouldn't pick you up because I was close to the mic.
Oh.
So now I think there's an equal distance kind of thing, changing up the mode.
Hey, we're discovering it. We're winging it. This is a winging it kind of situation.
Yeah, this is episode 2, and we've gone much longer than last week of 20-something minutes. Which, thank you for checking it out for 12 views.
Hey,
I didn't
shocking to me.
Check it out. I didn't view myself opening up the videos and whatnot. So yeah, thanks.
And I think we did ask for like suggestions and ideas of what to talk about, and like the element of like concerns. We can obviously joke here a little bit, guys, but there also has to be discretion to an extent. So like whatever topics that are thrown in, we like for them to actually be of like a level of consideration of severity to you guys, of something like you got a general question you really are curious about, or you got a situation maybe you're going in and you're like, you know, have you guys been in that situation? How could you help, or what would you advise? You know, anything on that, or as vague as just a genuine topic. It gives us ideally a way to figure out what to talk about, what to come up with. Because if not, we're just going to sit here and do what we're doing now.
Yeah,
which if that's fine with y'all,
literally
we'll keep doing
just talking, going from topic to topic. If you guys have something to chime in, more than
yes,
Bud Ruckin' welcome.
You better take that to Elmer Street.
I'm just gonna start doing that. Oh, Fud Rock.
Or people are gonna. It's fine too. It'd be hilarious.
Oh, Fud you.
Dang Fud Record.
I'm curious though if Fuddruckers is in Florida.
Oh, what? Well, I'm sure we appreciate. I do appreciate it. GP hasn't read yet.
Oh, Orlando.
But yeah,
Orlando.
We kind of imagine that ping ponging from topics would help.
Sold. Florida. Okay. Oh no, it's near the tip.
Yeah, most of all of them are Miami, Palmetto Bay. Why does that sound familiar? That's good. I think that's a little. It's not as far.
Yeah, this one would be the closest. I told you it's all on the tip.
Dang, bro.
All of them are on the tip. Right here.
That's messed up.
I'm not going 5 hours. 5 hours now with the traffic.
Yeah, at this time of day, it is 5 hours. I know that because I know someone who just made that drive about 3 weeks ago, and they went on ideal traffic traveling time, and it took them 4 hours.
Apparently, they opened up the new Splash Mountain ride. It's no longer Splash Mountain now. It's
what do they call it now? And stop destroying my childhood, Disney. Temporarily closed. It's not temporarily closed. It's gone. It's out of commission. You're changing it.
Okay, Frontierland.
Okay, I do remember that sectionally.
Okay. Okay, here it is. Tiana's Bayou Adventure is based on a Disney movie that
Yeah. You haven't seen it, have you?
I've never seen it.
That's the one that's the Princess and the Frog.
With the black girl?
Mm.
Okay.
Yep, Princess. First one.
You know, the funny thing is, and
Indian princess.
No, not that.
Sorry, just had to chime that in there for some reason.
People were complaining about Splash Mountain because it was based on that old movie, The Song of the South.
Yeah.
And there was a big black guy there.
I guess.
Or I don't.
I guess because I can't see the offense. I guess
it's always something with race.
I just don't see the offense. I guess I would be called ignorant, possibly.
Yeah, but the point I'm trying to make as a dark joke here, you're complaining about one thing in the past for being racist, but you're channeling it exactly to what you're claiming it is. Your new thing is also
aligned with what you claimed before.
Yeah.
Believe me, I know how to phrase this. I'm good with words.
I'm good with words, but then I just don't care.
Yeah. You're going to get his as is. I can dabble mine around. Do I like to?
You need to. You cannot afford any ammunition against you. For whatever reason.
We're trying to grow. Yo, it's wild you say that because there was a comedian. I'm just going to say name Matt. That's it. I remember I'm super charismatic. I don't know.
Charismatic.
There
you go.
My uneducated brain is reading words today.
No, the funny thing is some people in Northern South.
Do they say charismatic?
I think so. It's kind of
like tomato, tomato, potato, potato.
Pecan. Pecan sounds so
vanilla.
Weird,
what do people say? Vanilla. Vanilla.
Y'all, you all.
Yeah, essentially, it's still encompassing the same thing. Oh, it's like aluminium.
That's UK stuff.
Yeah, but it's still it's a enunciate. Apparently, we actually do enunciate it wrong. I don't know this. I know what I was taught in my education system to call it. Were you taught to call it aluminum? Is that how all your educators taught you?
I was just following the crowd, following the sheep.
That's what we have to do as kids, for the most part. Unless you're elite. Then I don't know what you do.
If you're elite, then you're homeschooled and you have...
fantastic dinners.
Yeah.
Lunches, breakfast.
No, if we came home with a yellow face or a red face... Our generation, me and Raah.
Yo, the schools would do that. Like the elementary school we went to, which GP lives within close proximity of, and that's all you're gonna hear.
I think I never saw the paddle because
the principal had it.
I was always the nurse's office was my second classroom because I kept faking. Lucky. I kept faking sickness so much.
Dang it, you're lucky.
My mom actually got tired of me calling to get my dad to come pick me up when she knew I wasn't sick. She got tired of it. But then there was no real other choice.
Listen, I mean, she was within walking distance, but I think she had a feeling of what you were doing, probably.
No, she knew the first time I did it as a lie. I came home and then I admitted I wasn't sick.
And what'd she do?
I don't remember it, but it was
you
not
probably
good.
Got beat.
It was not good.
It was a memory locked away. It said, oh, we won't do this again. So after that, you would just stay in the clinic anytime you didn't feel good?
I'd try to as long as I could. Sometimes they'd be nice and let me just stay for the period.
And then sometimes...
And then go back. Okay. And then sometimes I managed to succeed and my mom would call my dad and then I'd get picked up.
Alright. I can never say
I mean, I went through the book of lies in feeling unwell.
You pulled all the tricks out that you could. Not... What is that movie? Is it Bueller? Bueller?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Yeah. That whole scene.
It's not that detailed, but you tried everything at your age range for it.
Yeah.
I could see that. So...
But yeah, some people who are like the content creators for Disney, or not for Disney, but they go to Disney so much that they're like free.
Essentially, they are.
Yeah. PR. Some of them have made videos talk about how they got to ride this ride. Like it's
like exclusive kind of.
It's complete, early? But it's not gonna open until
that date.
Yeah, so being early June, it's probably done. They're just testing it out to finish things. So the people that got to test it.
What is it? Is it Universal where they have the Harry Potter world?
Yes.
See, I haven't been there either. Like, there are theme parks I want to go to.
I do want to go there before it like changes.
Yeah, possible change to it also.
But then at least Universal's more decent than Disney, and that it doesn't change as much. It's not buckling down to the pressure that Disney is experiencing.
No, I feel like Universal City Walk in that area.
You know the thing I regret the most though? Not going to Universal and riding the Mummy Returns indoor roller coaster.
I rode that as much as I could.
Dude, that thing is gone.
That was actually one of my favorite rides. I think
it's gone. Let's see here.
Because, like, we talked about me being a horror fanatic, right? Horror. So, I would go to...
Revenge of the Mummy. Not
okay. What, did you say Mummy Returns?
Yeah.
That's okay. I didn't even notice it until you said it.
Enclosed roller coaster opening date. Oh.
Halloween Horror Nights. I would go to those.
It's still open.
Well, there you go.
So there's no closing date. So it's still there.
Well, dang.
They milked it.
That's been around. Yeah, look, since 2010. Is that when it says? Or are they talking about issues? Officially open on March. Yeah.
2004.
Sheesh. That's
holy crap, it's over 20 years. And it's still going on. Because it says here, it hasn't been replaced, it's replaced. So it replaced whatever this is.
Confrontation. Hold on, keep going down. I want to see that. Confrontation. I don't remember Oh, wait, actually I do. It was like, it was like King Kong instead.
Yeah, I've actually never been to Universal Studios Florida. I've been to Islands of Adventures, but I have never been to the studios.
So I've only been there because of Halloween Horror Nights. That's why I've ridden every roller coaster in Universal. Everyone,
including because of those Halloween things. You get to go to both parks.
Yep, you get to go inside all of it. So it was fun. I've done it like 2 or 3 times, and you remember Zach in middle school, right? I try not to. Oh man, I caught myself so quick because I let to throw a last name out.
Here's the thing: we'll talk about people, but we'll try not to name them because we don't want curious people just Googling names.
You might find where we're at off of stuff like that.
Yeah,
like a name like that, you're gonna find somebody. But you remember Carrot Top, right? That's what we'll call him. Redhead. Zach.
Was he Jewish? He had a Jewish nose. I'm not gonna.
I don't know, but I used to mess with him about it all the time too.
His nose?
Yeah, I used to mess with him all the time.
Dude, you know what I'm talking about, though. He had that pointed nose. He did.
So one time he wanted to go to Halloween Horror Nights, and it was like a situation where when I tried to get you out of the house, I had to deal with lecture, right?
Yeah.
He had to deal with a lecture because he talked to my parents and let me ride with him to Halloween Horror Nights to meet up with friends. So it's like the first big trip away from your parents at night with groups of people you see at school or don't see.
Ooh.
So it was like one of those, it was very enticing but exciting too. Well, this man terrified me right out the rip, bro, because I don't know if homie fell asleep or got distracted on his phone. But 1 second, I'm just staring at the front window, and the next, I start seeing like trailer, the bottom of like a 18-wheeler trailer coming over his car. I was like, Zach, and he's like, oh, and whips his car back, and the guy in the truck lays on the horn. He's like, I was like, bro, we just went under a semi truck. Like we
had your final destination moment right there.
I was like, do I still want to go to this?
Dude, I would doubt that too, because it's like, I haven't even made it.
And I'm having some adventures already. Like,
so you never made it past the Oregon Trail right there, man.
Well, we went, and it was the funniest thing ever, because come to find out, he was terrified. So what I would do is we would get in the lines at the haunted houses.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, I would like walk up and I'd be like really slow, and I'd pretend to be afraid, and just so the line could like get a gap, so everyone's not like that certain body range to know who's gonna pop up where. I would let it get a gap, and I would run through the haunted house because homie would literally be holding me like this the whole time, and in the line he'd be like clung on to me like, don't let me go anywhere, don't let them take me. Like he was more terrified, so I was just like, hey bro, it's okay, and I'd run through the house, and he would scream like, yeah. It's the funniest crap I've ever had happen. But I'm pretty sure what year, 19. Yeah, that we rode.
So it's Revenge of the Mummy is still open because it doesn't have a closing date yet.
Okay.
So
that's why I remember Confrontation though.
We could do one day, and because it's a universal beer.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Not like Disney where you have to go to certain restaurants and then.
No, I think there are a handful that I know people tell you to go to, like certain vendors.
Yeah.
Because their beverage price is actually it's more fair for what you're getting.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to say it's expensive because it's not. Like, depending on the individual, it could be like, one number could be expensive to somebody, but there's definitely a balance in like what you will pay for. And what you're like, I am not buying that.
Yeah, I understand what you're talking about, where it depends on the individual person. Someone could see $2.99 as cheap, but then someone who's used to something else sees $2.99 as not cheap.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of the person.
And like you said, there are fantastic drinks there. Like there are great drinks there.
I've only had. Going to Epcot, I've only had beer, which wasn't bad. It's just
Wait. What is it?
Beers have to be a certain way.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. Like I agree with you. The thing I'm trying to think about is I'm trying to think if there's a thing called like tour around the world or something where you get to try like so many.
Yeah, that's food festival in.
Is that what it is?
Red Wine and Food Festival in Epcot. It happens around August, I think.
Yeah, it's seasonal.
August, seasonal. Okay. So a lot of adults will go there. They'll go around, eat stuff, drink.
It's fun. I heard it's kind of pricey.
If we had 3 days, I would love to, or a good 2 days, I would love to make a day of it, go to Epcot, go around pretty fast.
Yeah.
Get kind of drunk. Hit Soaring, because Soaring's a really good ride.
Yeah.
And then go to the main parks, and then go on all the rides while drunk.
It would definitely, because you're right, it'd have to be a pace yourself day. That is, drinks and rides are a pace yourself situation.
Because here's the thing, you're going to need at least 30 minutes to get from park to park. That's even with using the special transportation provided by the...
Everything still has a timer for it.
And then factoring the crowdedness, waiting in lines. And this is something I realized because I kept seeing articles about it. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But I know change happens because of something. Mm-hmm. So some kind of change happened. But apparently, if we were to go again, it would be a little bit more difficult for me to get a wheelchair. Because
why? Do they make like certain
the articles I see now are like people who have, what's the right word for it?
It's almost like a doctor's note, like doctor verification or something.
I don't know if like a doctor verification is needed or what, but what I saw was like people with emotional issues. But I don't know how to phrase it, but
that's fair. I'm trying to comprehend what you're saying.
It's like not physical; it's more emotional or auditory or some kind of different issue compared to physical. No, they are requesting things now, And so
Okay, I see what you're saying.
you see the more people that are using it, because
Yeah.
Disney ain't dumb. They realize that people are using that to skip the lines. That's why this change, whatever it is, I didn't read the full article. I just browse stuff when I'm using the toilet.
It likely altered the policy in which an individual gains access to a wheelchair.
Yeah.
That's what I think that's how they would word it, really.
Yeah, they probably want to limit it just because they don't want a situation of, I have this one difference about me and I demand
Yeah.
a wheelchair.
I want to be like him. Him ain't got no legs. like not trying to be mean, but him ain't got no legs. Like, he's gonna be carried into the chair, and we're not saying that that's how this is in this situation. We're just saying.
I know I should have like prefaced this before, but our conversations are not politically correct. They are not like soft.
We will literally laugh about some crazy stuff sometimes.
Here's the thing: we're talking about what we talk about, like we were just talking. We just decided let's share it because why the hell not?
This is literally what we do after stream, anyways.
Yeah,
we sit here, we
jump from topic to topic.
Yeah, we just gab about what's going on, things we'd like to do, things we're trying to do, and I think everyone also, you all understand how challenging it is to save up money to just do the little things you want to do for fun, let alone like saving up for big things. Let's be real. The world's got a little pricey, and I think we all know this.
Dude, how does Rachel Wise go from...
I don't even know what the price of a... Me being real with myself, I haven't even checked prices of tickets, but these are things we would like to do.
How does she go from this to this?
That's a good question. Is that real?
That's why I'm bringing up the question. It doesn't make sense. I understand wrinkles, skin tightening.
Did she find the holy grail of
It looks like a face-off situation where she switched faces.
Yeah, it does. Like, where'd you get that body, ma'am? The Jeepers Creepers song could play right now. Jeepers Creepers.
Now I understand if she had kids, but even if she had kids,
she'd have to have a fantastic like skin specialist telling her how to like stay that young looking. I'm questioning it.
No,
I'm hesitant.
I don't see the progression. How
no,
it would
exactly.
Go.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the thing we're talking about. We're not talking about how she looks. It's more we don't see how it went from A to B.
Yeah, the progression. That's why I said she's got to have like a skin specialist. But no, that's funny. Now, I do know that because we live in a state that has like where most people try to come for a vacation.
Oh damn, she married Daniel Craig.
Hey, dude's a hottie.
She getting the bond.
Is she getting that 007?
Emphasis on the 7.
The 00 is not before the 7, everyone. In that situation.
I mean, if she's traditional, then 2 O's. Now you get it.
Dang. Yeah, that clicked very quickly. So we know you guys don't have access to like the theme parks we do, but has anyone been to like a theme park or an area of vacation? I think that's like a huge hit people love talking about is like vacation locations. I mean, shoot, I love it here, but
wow.
You remember the season pass used to... Oh, connecting the chat. I was just about to say, do you remember how much the season pass used to be? I don't even know what it is now because COVID changed all that.
Pass holders. Let's see price. Oh
bypass?
no, that's
There's bypass.
Oh. Buy now? What's a 2-year thing?
That's not bad. Pay with FlexPay.
So let's see. Annual for 2 parks, so you go into it. Okay, never mind. Paying
Paying
full.
full.
Pay. Oh, this is
You put in half down and then you got a payment.
Yeah.
So you pay it off.
So for 1,000, let's just round it up.
You better be going every month.
Like
almost twice a month, really, to get your money's worth.
For at least 3 to 4 times a month.
Yeah, like for that amount, you should be going pretty frequent, in my opinion.
But the funny thing is, not even Orlando people are buying passes anymore because it's like
they've closed a lot of things out.
Yeah. Apparently, they're altering Space Mountain too. This July, people are crowding Magic Kingdom. I don't know if it's Magic Kingdom or over in California, but they're trying to get into the Space Mountain for the last time before it changes to whatever it's going to change to.
Man.
I mean, the only good thing about that area now is there's a Tron roller coaster ride.
I'd be with that.
That's similar to the...
What's for just like a one-time trip to Disney?
Let's go to tickets.
Like, it will do this. I think we've done this on occasion.
This is a Universal.
Oh, welcome back, chat. I don't know if it kicks y'all out and loads y'all back in or what. But it said y'all disappeared. Okay, so one night.
Oh, wait, no. Not that. I'm trying to go tickets.
On the pass.
Okay, one day.
Okay, never mind. I can see why a season pass for both would be worth it.
Oh, it's
the prices have gone up.
74.
Yeah. So that is the equivalent of like going like 8 or 9 times a year.
Yeah.
At that rate, because we were thinking the prices we had when we went. That's how long it's been.
And I mean, even if we add in the whole type in your driver license to prove your
Worlds of Fun. Oh,
Worlds of Fun in Kansas City went 3 times, which was fun. Haven't been there in years though.
Yes.
Yeah, we haven't been to a theme park since 2019 before
COVID.
Yeah. And one day we did go. Splash Mountain was just down for the maintenance.
Right.
That's why everyone was crowding Thunder Mountain. We were like, why the Thunder Mountain's so crowded?
Oh man. I understand mechanical errors happen on those machines, but I also feel like there's times of days to do like maintenance checks. It's like we talked about.
You know, why can't they hire a night shift crew?
There should be. That's why I was telling you what's chaotic about like a facility that operates off of 24/7 is that there is someone always there. So I do think, I mean, let's put it this way. You know they have security guards there. They have people guarding the park at night so people don't just trespass. Like videos we've seen where people deliberately hide in the theme park so they can trespass.
Yeah, that was a huge thing back in 2018 for some reason.
It was also fun to do. I'm going to give away a little something here. It's also fun to do that in stores, as long as you didn't get a lot of crap for it. I've only pulled that off a handful of times.
Wally, Target, or what?
No. It was Circle K before.
Oh, gas station?
Oh, not Circle. Kmart, sorry.
Kmart.
I'm thinking about the K in a circle still because that's how the store Kmart kind of was. It had the Mart K with a circle around it.
Oh yeah, that weird early 2000s logo that they had. That one's weird.
I wanted to do a Publix, but at the same time, you can't really do much in a food store other than eat all the product.
I mean, you could stash away some of the stuff for yourself. Pick the good ones.
Yeah, you could.
Maybe rearrange things and bring out the ones that's gonna die the next day.
That's fair.
Just to fuck around with people.
I mean, yeah, you could mess with people, but I guess we didn't see it as good because we were trying to find a place where you could hide. Like, it was essentially you hid there, so that way at night you could essentially play nighttime hide and seek and then find somewhere to sleep where you don't get caught.
There was this article of a woman that was living on top of a certain grocery store. There was like a space on top of the building.
Oh, like a little room or something?
like a little room or attic or just a space. And she successfully lived there because of the housing situation and the state she was in.
Dang.
Yeah. But then when the company found out,
I'm
because they were
sure they
doing
like.
maintenance, they had like
What are you doing in here?
either construction or maintenance.
Could you imagine being the worker and be like, "Excuse me, ma'am." like, how do you address that? You just
Dude,
find
that
somebody.
just means you can't really get paid, or you get paid, but you're just waiting until you're approved to continue working because you have to wait for the police, then the reports,
Yeah.
then things.
Oh, I
But
don't know.
because it became a little bit newsworthy, the grocery chain did not press charges on the woman.
Well, was she stealing?
She was just using that space to live. Like she, that's pretty much all I read.
Yeah, I don't see any harm or foul in that. Then I guess. But yeah, now that I'm seeing these prices, I guess that's makes sense.
Yeah, but then for 1,000, that's
So,
that's like for some people's rent.
Yeah,
1,000.
Don't even get me started. So, but yeah, either way, that's someplace I would probably I'm gonna keep that in mind. Worlds of Fun, just because I don't know when I'll find myself in Kansas City, but it sounds like somewhere I would check out.
Ooh, fun spot is a good fun.
I haven't been there in forever because they used to have go karts.
I haven't been there in a long time.
They used to have like their indoor playground was humongous. Adults could go in it.
Yeah. Oh, you know that I don't know if it's true, but our Orlando McDonald's, that's the only one that has a playhouse.
Ooh.
The McDonald's in Orlando.
Oh yeah,
The
a
big
lot of them
one.
have gotten rid
Yeah.
of it.
The big one in Orlando still has their playhouse, based on pictures of 2 or 3 months ago.
You know where Greenwise is?
Yeah.
You know where Family Fun Center is?
Yep.
That one still has
that McDonald's still has a playhouse.
I think it's one of the only one. Actually, no. There's one on the far north side that has it too. So I think there's only 2 locations here in our county that
great
still
for
have it.
families too. Definitely say that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna commit that to world. Just memory to world.
Just don't go into any shady spots because that's generally for every area.
Yeah, no, we'll avoid that. But man, a whole hour of conversation. Huh? Too shabby.
But yeah, this is just experimenting right now, guys.
Mm-hmm.
We're just talking random topics.
We're gonna see what comes of it later too.
Like I said, the conversations we have, they're not gonna be politically correct. They may border on being.
Hopefully, you're not in a spirit of offense 24/7.
Like, very offensive. It can be. Yeah, it could just be very offensive.
Let me ask this question.
Not correct like either, because we bring up like numbers or.
Well,
things
we'll correct things from time to time.
Yeah, we'll bring up things that may have happened or things we saw or heard or read
once upon a time.
But then if you guys chime in saying, "Hey, that's not true. This is what's true," we'll look into it. Like, all right. And then if it's true, next week we'll be like, "Okay, here, someone commented this," and yeah,
we go off the experience we've had, and it might be outdated. Like, that's the thing. Realistically, it might be.
Starting to feel that way because it's like time is just flying by.
I know, when you think about the last times of fun and like enjoyment, when I think about it, it kind of puts some things in perspective of things we should do. Like,
I know that's why like I'm talking about like eating out again or just doing something small, because the more time that passes and the more that things change, the thing that we can't get back is time.
Oh yeah. That's the one expense we don't get returned to us ever.
That's the thing that I'll say for you guys here is that
We don't mean to be offensive. Like,
not that I'm talking about like advice for like the youngsters.
Dropping some knowledge and wisdom.
Really enjoy the routine that you have right now. You're gonna miss that routine, whatever it may be. It's not until you develop a new routine that you move on from missing it.
Yeah, you also have to reflect. Reflecting on anything will help you directionally where you want to navigate to. They kind of go hand in hand with what you're saying. Like, you have to have the routine, and then the routine has to change, but you have to think about what was the routine like before. And then you think, man, I was able to do this and get this done and take care of that. But now my new routine kind of eliminates time for this. And just like GP said, time is not a resource that is ever returned to us.
Yeah, if only.
Then I think we might be vampires. I do have to use the restroom though, so I don't know if you wanted to.
All right, I think we're good. I mean, it's an hour podcast bullshitting. That's good enough for an hour. So we'll see you guys.
Yes, it's been fun chatting again. Pop in there, let us know some thoughts, some topics, and let GP close you guys out. And yes, it has been funny, Bon. Have a good day.
But yeah, we'll be back next week or something. Yes. Pretty much if we go live, then it's happened. If we don't go live, then it's not. That's as simple as we can make it.
That's the summer schedule for you.
Yeah.